Hood postman, city, hood, click. Let's go.
Be very careful who you talk to, because you'll never know who the informant is, who the cooperating witness may be, and you never know, somebody who was a friend today may have been flipped the night before and become your enemy tomorrow.
About humanity, putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is going to simply be. Lock the door.
Lock the door. Shout out to the Mailroom Nation and the Mailroom Goons. I am Professor Melly Bell, the Hood Postman. Be sure to click that notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below so when the dope content hit, it'll feel like the first and the 15th. Welcome to the Mailroom. When you come in, take a look at your mind, examine what's in your heart. You go anywhere in a couple of lives, but you come out here, get the truth. This is not a glorification, nor is it glamorization. It's always a education. Before they had handguns, they had hand guys. Get on the bus and let me take you to school, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat that's joining us. I appreciate each and every last one of you. You guys have meaning and purpose. That's why we all here, because we come over here to get something, learn something new, do something different. Don't be in our way. You know, we kick the ball back and forth like soccer over here. And we ain't messing with nobody. Shout out, man. Today we're gonna have a guest, and you know, he's I guess he got to make one of those interests. He one of them guests that got to make his interest, so we're gonna allow him a little time to get it together and come on board. We're gonna actually have Ollie Adams out of the Zoe Pound, and then we're gonna talk about the Zoe Pound. We're gonna talk about Boobie Williams. We're gonna talk about the Don Diva. We're gonna talk about the Feds magazine and Jim Jones. We're gonna get into a couple of little subject matters with him, you know, because he come out of a country that had a lot of problems, you know, Haiti. He's originally from Haiti. So we're going to get into all that. Until he arrived, let's just, take a ride on our side for a minute. I'm sure you guys are well aware of the lady that went on the internet. And I don't know what was why did she do what she did, or why did she say what she said, but obviously, she didn't know people were listening and paying attention, because, it's all over the internet now. And I don't know what the Trump administration is or the federal government is going to do, but this lady allegedly invited the 18th Streets and the F-13s to come out and fight the federal agents against this immigration thing, right? And she's supposed to be a person that holds political office. And I don't know what possessed her or what moved her or what gave her the audacity to encode such a thing and say it, get on the internet and say it in front of God, the world, and anybody that was listening? I don't know. Because at this time, surely at this point in time, it has complicated her life. She has complicated her life. Like I tell you guys, we fashion our own life with our own two hands, you know. Everybody ain't made for the streets. That's why they created the sidewalk. You know, so if you ain't made for the streets, don't jump out there with the street people trying to, you know, like get them orders or get them hints on what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. Because at the end of the day, the Trump administration is ready to send in the Marines. And if you know anything about the Marines don't negotiate, they don't discuss, they don't have conversations. They've been trained to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to kill. I hope it don't get that far. I hope that don't come to that right there. But people have violated the laws in this country from quite some time, and to the degree that where they don't feel like they're doing anything wrong. And I get it, because even when I was out there in the streets, I done things in the streets, and I felt like that after I'd done it so long, I felt like I wasn't doing anything wrong. But that was delusion. That wasn't the reality. Reality is that I was breaking the law. And there's consequences for breaking laws in this country. That's why they've been imposing. And if you're and if you're not knowledge and you're information poor and you suffering from an information drought, then there could be information out that's pertinent, that's helpful to you. But if you don't know the laws and stuff, it can be quite severe and harmful to your path or to your everyday living. And if you don't adhere to certain things, it's going to be complicated. Shout out to True Florian, Lewis Hicks, shout out to Compton Girl, Marlena Williams, King Mike, Joe Farrell, and everybody that's joined us. We just waiting for my guy, Zoe, man. He's a very animated person. we gonna get a bar. You know, we going to Miami today, guys. And I'm here for it. I'm ready to go to Miami. I know you guys are ready. Let's see. Can we get man, look here.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
What's going on there, old Triple OG? Hey. Oh man, you can see me? You see me?
There you go. What's going on?
You can see me good?
Everything good. How the brother doing?
I love doing all that long time. What's up with you?
Man, look here, man. Sound like you in an echo chamber right now. Where you at, man?
Is that bad?
Yeah, just a little bit.
What about now?
Okay, better. Shout out to everybody, man. For those who don't know him, man, this the infamous Ali. Ali, let's get into it, man, because we got a lot to dive into it, man, and I don't want to waste a whole lot of time because this content is important, and I think you have some things that is vital that needs to be said, and I don't want people to misconstrue anything in regards to who you are, but I definitely want them to know your personality. So for my audience, I want to go back just a little bit, and then we're going to dive right in. So, Ali, where were you originally born?
Haiti. I was born in Haiti, Jeremy. As like Port-au-Prince, Jeremy, you know, in the country, but yeah, I was born in Haiti, Jeremy.
And that's in Haiti. Okay, got it. And would that have been, what year was you born exactly?
I'm a 75, man.
So you were during the time of Papa Doc or Baby Doc?
Oh, you know your history, yeah, man. I was actually under the regime. Papa Doc was the president, and my uncle is one of Bly's state guys. They're the general for my country, my Jerry, where I'm from. So yeah, we was up under the Papa Doc regime then, you know.
Okay, after the fall of Papa Doc, how did the rulership of the country shift at that time, and what did your family do to protect itself?
Well, you know, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, have said that today, you know, Papa Doc was very pragmatic, you know what I'm saying, within, you know, the scope of Haiti and building, you know. He had a lot of issues with the mulattoes, but, you know, there was forward progress. There hasn't been no forward progress since Papa Doc, but we had to leave though. We had to leave though in 1985, so I had to do about 9 years there. 1984, I did about 9 years, you know. We had to leave, we had to exile. Yeah, we on the boat, you know what I'm saying? And we got to exile to, you know, to America, you know. A lot of people don't know, you know, the immigration thing going on today, you know what I'm saying? It's a grueling 2-3 day trip, you know. A lot of people trying to go, you know what I'm saying, Central America to Honduras now, but this was the only way to go, you know what I'm saying? We touched Miami in 85 though. Yeah.
At what point did you guys migrate to the United States?
1985.
1985, and you
Yeah.
landed
Yeah.
Florida,
What you say?
and you landed in Florida.
We landed in Dade County, Miami.
What was that experience like for you?
Well, for me, you know, I was really raised up under a little opulence. So I was like a little prince. So I was like
We losing him. He'll be back, I'm sure. We are losing that brother. Hopefully he pops back in, you know what I mean? Because I really want to understand who he is as an individual. Monique, hey, how you doing? They got Am Bam in the house. What's up, Am Bam? I see you popped in. Let's see if we can get this guy back up in here. Let's see what he's got. Maybe he's going to come back in. These Haitian people has a very, very, very rich history. A history that is they are a type of people that never gave up. If you go all the way back to Jaja Dessalines, Overton Torrance, Jaja Dessalines, Denmark Vesey, and other individuals that was part of that Haiti revolution that fought against the French Revolution that defeated the French. They actually defeated Napoleon years ago. He'll be back, Professor. Yeah. Hopefully he'll be back. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I lost you for a minute.
Yeah. You can hear me good though?
Yeah, I can hear you real good.
Yeah, so yeah, Haiti, yeah, man, what was that though? Yeah,
you in Miami-Dade County, man. So to my
yeah,
understanding, you grew up with Booby Williams, Kenneth
yeah,
Booby Williams.
yeah, he was somebody that was like influential to me, like I damn near call him daddy, big homie, you know what I'm saying, warrior daddy, you know what I'm saying, like big dog, you know, do that, you know what I'm saying, in the projects, you know, not just me, he had about 300-400 up under him, and we go in the cities, you know, cheap price, similar to y'all, but we in Miami, you know, we making noise the whole 90s and 80s, and Booby was like dominance was, you know, Booby dominance was there, and my mother had to, when we did come to Haiti, when we did come to Miami, in 84, by 85, we bought a store called Carol City Supermarket. Carol City Supermarket, yeah. So the Carol City Supermarket, we got Carol City Supermarket all the way up to 1985 to 1991. It's called Carol City Supermarket. So, but Booby them is all in the front of my mother's store. My uncle's is, I'm a watch out boy and everything, because, you know, we stay together. We 19 Haitians stay together. So we got to get money and we got a stove. So you know, we raking the money up, and we ended up giving the store to Booby in '91 though.
Yeah, I
Selling it
noticed.
to
Rick Ross had put Booby in a lot of his different songs. He even had his voice in some of his songs.
yeah.
Did you have a relationship with Rick Ross yourself personally?
You know, Rick Ross was raised around us, you know, as far as he can always say, you know, his eyes can see us within the community, you know. You know, he can't be within the inner circle of us. You know, we was a little bit, you know what I'm saying, on some retarded time, you know, trying to have fun all day, very playful, you know. So you can't come in the Matchbox Projects. Like, he can't come in there. No. Like you could chill. You know how that was then. It was territorial. That don't mean bring you a girl. That don't mean you want to see a girl. It was a little it was a different time, you know? 94, 5, and then they broke the project down in 96.
In terms of Matchbox Projects,
Okay.
what would it be the comparison? You seen the Nickerson Gardens, the Imperial Course, the Jordan Downs, or what would be a comparison to the Matchbox?
Nickerson Gardens. Hey, that thing was clean though. You know, it was clean like the jungle.
Uh-huh.
It was clean like the jungle, and they had a back, but we had a one-way in, one-way out. So we got a bunch of playful dudes. They gonna just, if they don't know no cars, that's just every day. But it was one way in, one way out with 4 backs, cruise, and you could go. It was that lead. It was, three flows. 615. Yeah, I'm talking about 600 different families, man.
So let me put it in plain English. My gangster ain't no gangster than your gangster.
Okay. You
Your
still
gangster.
alive. Ho, you still alive though. 66. I'm trying to catch you. Ho. They call it triple OG for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm just an OG.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
And
get
that's why I say, so the streets ain't made for everybody. That's why they created the sidewalk.
Man, you don't look 6, man. You don't look that. Man,
No.
I'm going in, man. I'm working out. I'm on my thing. I'm going in, man. I'm trying to get there. I'll be on some organic thing. Man, you doing good. You know, drinking, no smoking. Man,
No. None of that. 66, man.
Yeah, I'm losing on that tip, but you know, whew.
You in terms of Florida, I used to hear the term mow down. Thriller them used to say, man, that dude ain't nothing but an old mow down, homie. Big OG. I said,
Yeah.
mow down. I said, what is that? So you familiar with that term?
Man, we got Chin, Mark. Well, y'all got Mark. We didn't understand Mark. We like, Mark asked me, what the fuck is ooh, that's his name.
Yeah, that's a mow down. A mark and a mow down is the same thing.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Talk to me.
You did time in Feds. How many years in the Feds?
I did 18 in the Feds.
And what was the original reason for going there? You don't have to get into the specifics.
Nah, it's cool, man. I admitted to that. You know, 119 dudes told on me. CCE is public information. Two dudes wrote a book on me. You know what I'm saying? I've been on 9 magazine covers, so I'm an open book. Ain't no military secret. So niggas in Miami. I got caught. A lot of dudes. I got caught at 32 years old, first time. So I had to run. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm running, like, whoa, okay, big graphics, whoa.
There you go, right there. Explain that Fed magazine, man. What was that interview like for you, and what made them want to interview you? What was the interesting aspect of Ali?
Well, it was really a fun thing of my. I was in Flatbush, Brooklyn. I was doing about 500 bricks a week, but I was with my man who's in there now, you know what I'm saying, James Roman, Jimmy Hinchman, you know, and we was really, it was his face, you know what I'm saying, but he had a little crew, and I had a good thing going on, transportation in Miami, so the New York industry thing, I signed like 6 people too, while my man Jimmy Hinckley, he's managing Mike Tyson. He managed the game. You know what I'm saying? He managed, you know what I'm saying, Brandy. You
Yeah,
know.
Jimmy Henson, he had a leg up in that game.
Yeah, like if you look at the cover, you see the cover, what it say on the cover on the bottom?
Uh-huh.
What does the bottom say?
I can't really see what it is, but I'm sure you can
No,
tell
no,
me.
no. In the middle where it says Zoe turned down.
Oh, yeah. Zoe turned down. Federal government deal to snitch and okay, Jimmy Henchman. You turned it down.
Yeah, that's like me and him, like we was out there, you know? It was the whole situation with him and 50 Cent, you know, they slapped his son, so that went bad. Jabu, you know what I'm saying? He's some shit too though, but you know, it was back then, it was very, you know what I'm saying? It was very different, but you know, I was in New York, so you know, them dudes out in New York, they kind of fun, they people, so they hit me up. I was like, I needed it. People been taking and stealing everything I had, so girls went to just writing crazy. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm writing books, run, open up this, come back, you know, so you know, it was, you know, you got to use it for what it is. You know how that is.
What was Haitian Jack at that time?
Oh, yeah, I think he got deported in Dominican Republic by then. Yeah, Jack got deported though. Jack
Uh-huh.
yeah, when I got he got deported before I got locked up. Yeah, he got deported like 06. I locked up 07, 2007.
I guess the competition saw what the competition, the other guy did, so they had to step in. Here we go. Now these guys stepped up. Now you own whole nother magazine.
Yeah. yeah. Them things was coming in non-stop, flipping on and on. And guess what I was saying? Well, how much you got? Bring that thing on, man. You know, because the letters, you know, I'm passing my man in Cal, I'm passing them boys in Minnesota finna win. Hey, go get a girl. Hey, they like, hey, man, the lieutenant busy. I got you, girl. you know, I'm like, man, make sure she coolin', you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's your relationship with Kodak Black?
Kodak like he like a fool. Kodak, see, you know how somebody never been to Miami and never like posted up or stood in Miami or like lived in Miami or like came around. He lived, it's no problem. You live in Oakland, you from Oakland. Don't say you from LA. Like, cause you never there and I ain't able to holler at you. So when I call him now, he playing retarded. And I don't really want to go through all that. So I'm just like, you know what? My man Yoshi home. So he like, man, I'm gonna make it red carpet. So, you know how that is.
Were you able in the same space with Meech when you was down?
Yeah. We was together. We've been on the streets together. We was on the streets together, you know what I'm saying? And we was in prison together, you know. We called a bunch of people, you know how it is, vibing, just three-way call, cooling, war story, you know. I'm on American Greed, 100. I got a money launcher, 173 million. So, you know, magazines, all that old, you know. So we just cool. He did the same shit, you know.
Man, welcome to Fed's story, man. Because the Feds got a million stories, man, and people don't believe that the astronomical in the brilliance of some of the individuals that implement some of these hustles and how people like yourself and individuals that I know and myself included, we were able to take it to other levels that people, you know, when you're telling the story, they be like looking like, oh man, you know, but
so
it is what it is.
You speaking on that level for BMF, if they ain't got a table in the feds in the penitentiary, is that high level? That's high level?
Yeah. Wait, say it again.
If BMF ain't got a table in the penitentiary, and much camaraderie of gangsters, the Zoes got a table. But if they ain't got a table, that's not high. That's not high.
No, you gotta have a table. You gotta be at the table, baby.
Boy, you better have a table. You heard what MS-13, they got those perennials. We need a backyard. They went and got a backyard and tables everywhere. We don't want to be with you no more. We need out. And when, you know, Crips got a table, Bloods got a table. You know, a lot of, you know, Jamaica Rastafari, and we got a table and they respect our holiday. The whole big, you know, everybody stay in. Muslim, Christians, You know what I'm saying? Hindu is Rastafari. It's a Rastafari. You know what I'm saying? We must blow the blood clot compound up. Them boys love when we touch the compound, you know?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, Jim Jones, man. What's your relationship with Jim Jones? And because I know you had some business with him, but how is it today? What's going on? Talk to me.
Man, Jim Jones is Jim
You
Jones
know,
is somebody.
he just made this outrageous statement. He said that he a better rapper than Nas. You know, I don't know where Jim was going with that. Maybe it was clickbait. I don't know. Explain it to me.
Man, I don't know about it because when I asked her, because I asked her 13-year-old, and they say, fuck no. I asked her 20-year-old, they say Jim Jones. I asked her 25, they say Jim Jones. 34, saying, because he's held into the trend. Me, it's impossible. Get the fuck on, come on, man, get the hell on, man. Don't put yourself, but, you know, the Illmatic, you know what I'm saying? Them dudes, that man, you know what I'm saying? He had really, you can tell, you know what I'm saying? He went to some philosophies, you know, some great philosophers of trying to break it down. He broke down some big empires like what is Rockefeller, when we didn't know, like, oh man, we ain't messing with them, they on that? Yeah, like, all right.
Well, tell me, Zoe, what was going on right here? Let me see. Let me click this in.
That nigga don't believe in the underground world. No 18 underground world. Man, playing this game. We've been playing this game. They chasing him. They chasing us. They chasing us. My nigga, we in the underground world. We running 195.
You ran into him in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
You was with, as a matter of fact, you was with my loved one, Flint.
Yeah,
Flint Coleman.
Yeah, good man. That man had tank. Yeah,
Shout out to Flint, man. That's my loved one right there.
Yeah, them Crips red carpet. But he caught him. He made a U-turn on him, and we spoke into Jim. Jim Jones. For those he did. Cameron get a lot of like Big Brother situation about him. I don't know if there's a racist situation with people from the South, but he named an album after me. He named an album. Summer in Miami. He got my name all over the album. This Big Brother, like, here you go. This me, Big Brother, like, here you go, 250. I have a real block. Like, there's 190 dudes. This is mine. You posting up, you see these speedboats, these banshees, all this, like, this. I'm living. You come here, I'm playing with you. I'm telling you, call it bird game. Come look at this. I'm doing 800 a day. Look how we here, man. I know he like, I know what my eyes saw. He didn't leave. He stayed for 11 months. Bro, like, he stayed. I'm like, but I'm like, man, why me and you know what I'm saying? It's always having an issue, you know what I'm saying, when it's always a financial subdivision sector talk, like Vamp Life, clothing that we bought together. I'm like, man, I'm out here, just let me go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, subcontracted to I subcontracted to you in the hood. We're gonna use one, you know what I'm saying, with cash register, dog. Let's run it. And he talking about the feds after him. I'm like, what?
Here's another exchange. You was doing something right here.
Hey, TikTok. Check it out, man. Sometimes you look at your claim to fame. I be trying to wonder, I was in prison. Everybody come to me, man, what happened with Lil Wayne, man? You burnt this Phantom. I be like, hey, man, I made substantial amount of millions. Like the government, feds took 3, 4, 5 million, 1, 3 million, 1, 4 million, 1, 5 million. But anyway, I'm culturally. Please read what Jim Jones says about me. Come closer, please. Thank you. Hopefully you can read, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? TikTok. That's all I'm on. Like, please, I'm on culture. That's it. Culture. Zoe Pound for life.
It is there, Zoe Pound for life, man. And
Oh,
culture is so important, man.
isn't it?
It's so important, man. You know, and I wish, more my Damu brothers and my Kiwi brothers would get that, understand that the bigger dynamic is the culture. It's not a red rag, it's not a blue rag.
Right.
And we're more powerful, we're more stronger if we come together as a collective.
When we gonna create one site like Facebook, Amazon, and us 50 million blacks just socialize on one site?
Uh-huh.
Why nobody can't hear one site and everybody, man, forget Facebook, Amazon, we got our own social site. That's power. Nah, we.
What is that you think we don't understand about that, Zoe? Ali, I mean?
Um, um, there's a lot of word like racism that's being persuaded and used in culturally and is a facade, and then you have a real battle that's unseen and that's seen, in which nobody don't want to acknowledge it. I was just saying, man, why are we waiting? It's 50 million blacks, man. Michelle, all of these bright, go get a billion for each. Man, please separate us. Just let us go do each other. Let us blacks just go do us. You did it for the Irish. You did it for the Italians. You did it for the Cubans and Spanish. There's always somebody in front of us. Ukraine, you made us watch Ukraine and Russia for 4 years. Like, I'm like, what's going on? You know, like y'all ain't got no money. Y'all ain't got. I need to go do me. Y'all got land for days. It's only 13% built. Let me go build this community. Cause you know what I'm saying? The laws, y'all don't legalize weed. You legalize weed. That's $1 trillion off the streets, man, a year. You don't think so?
Yeah. We have such a, I mean, there was a percentage of our people have such a low perspective taking. You know what I mean? They take the lowest things and they exaggerate it. In other words, they put the worst of us in front of the best of us.
Right.
The best of us somehow winds up in the back, and the worst of us wind up in front.
Right.
And
That's
people
why.
use
That's why I never liked an initiative that said non-violent. Man, everything is everybody.
yeah.
Man, listen. You do abortion and you do it like that. Now you just want to get the weed, and now look, we done took $1 trillion off the streets, man. That was our little thing. Live Nation, they got all the management and promotion. You can't get a gig for nothing. Jeezy got to go hang with Gucci, man. You can't get, there ain't no promoters unless you go through Live Nation.
Yeah, man. It just, I'm always take it back, man. You know what I mean? Because they got, brothers I don't met out of Milwaukee, brothers I don't met out of DC, Philly, New York, Florida, of course, Miami, Texas. Man, they just as gangster as anybody else. I don't know why dudes from the West Coast, whether they Crip or Blood or not, they seem to think that everybody is beneath. No,
Oh
no,
no,
man.
but
Let's quit thinking like that.
you got a little advantage now because you the 4th GDP of the world now. It's 32 million people. So besides Texas, everybody else is double. You got double everybody else besides Texas. Even New York, you got double in New York. They just mad because y'all got to wake up at 3 in the morning. And New York like, get up. It's 6 in the morning. They just want to piss y'all off. Y'all think y'all all that. Y'all cold now. I fuck with that shit for real. Yeah.
Well, listen, Ali. I don't want to take up too much of time, man. I just want
Okay.
to introduce you to my audience,
Give me a
and we
holler, man. I need to holler at you.
Okay, we gonna continue the solution building, man. That's what we gonna
Whoa,
do.
that's what's up.
Solution building, man.
Check out my book, man. You know what I'm saying? The Hip Hop Black Republican Party on Amazon.
Man, tell them where they can find you and all that. Give it to
My
them.
book on Hip Hop Black Republican Party on Amazon. My book, Haiti Meets Jews, is on Amazon. My book, Haitian Boats, is on Amazon. Zoe Pound Mafia is on Amazon. If you go to my TikTok, Ali Zoe Adam 305. Ali Zoe Adam 305. And I got that's my TikTok. You know, I ain't doing the IG shit yet. You know, that's a little personal, not yet. You know, I just got I did a movie. It's called Making a Zoe. It's gonna be out in everywhere next on July 4th. Our homeboys in Miami kicking one too. Miami Kingpins coming out July 4th. We got our homie man Lou. Damn, we got movies coming out July 4th. We got a big distribution thing going on with movies in Miami. Y'all West Coast. Man, we from Miami, man. Ain't nobody ever called Miami country. We don't know about nowhere else. We from Miami, man. We Dade County.
That's what's up, bro.
So Pound for life, man. Thank you. Gangsta love.
Man, I appreciate you, man, coming on and sharing with us, man. It's, you know, I appreciate you, man. I think we lost him. Shout out to the Zoe Pound, man, out there in Miami-Dade, man. My guy, Ali, man. I think he's a phenomenal individual, very influential. Obviously, you know, all the individuals that he's been around and interacted with has been, you know, he's been personal friends with. He's even been with my homeboy, Flint Coleman, doing that thing. So, yeah, it's been amazing, man. Let me see if he's still there. Let's see, move him out of there. But anyway, I want to get on this thing, man. Now, I don't know, guys, I don't know. There's so much about the internet that it just distrusting to me. You know what I mean? Because you don't know if these guys are setting these things up and it becomes a play. Because the guy, the 6'7" guy, he's calling out 4 extras for a fade. I don't see how that works. 6'7" for one thing, you smoke entirely too much weed. You look like you consume a lot of alcohol. And you can never let your alligator mouth overload your hummingbird behind. Just can't do it. It may just be a feeling. It may just be an idea in your head that you can do whatever you said you can do, but I want my audience to hear this.
You can't fight nothing but a table. Yeah, you beat on tables, you ain't gonna fight nothing but a table. You use your game for protection to make somebody think you're scared, to try to intimidate niggas. I swear to God, mama, you intimidating tactics and shit. Let's fight, gang. Let's fight. Accept it. I swear to God, I knock you the fuck out. All that shit you was talking, I stayed still. Nigga, you ain't knocked me the fuck out. That's how I know you can't fight. Right? You can't fight for it, so let's fight. Yeah, leave the guns and the niggas at home. Nigga, get in the ring, nigga. Leave the guns and the niggas at home. I bet you can't do it. This ain't the penitentiary, nigga. They no motherfucking animals, nigga. Right, nigga? You thought I was gonna let you just get me like that? No, nigga. You ain't gonna use your protection for me, nigga. You wanna see me in the ring, nigga, and I'm still gonna play with you, nigga. I'm still gonna play. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play till you see me in the ring.
See right there? That's how I know it's a gimmick, it's a play. Because here's the thing. Why did he mention ring? If you fight, if you mad, first of all, when 4 extras stood up over him, clearly he had the advantage. If somebody's standing over you and you're still sitting down, that's a problem. Never let nobody walk up on you and stand over you in the way that brother stood up over him. The way he stood up over him. That should never happen, because if you're in that position, you are very vulnerable and you're very susceptible to whatever can fall on you at that time. 607 I call cap on that, bro. Stop the cap. You're sitting on there with your thing on there, and you don't look like, technically, to me, I don't think you're in your right mind. You know, it looks real. It just looks funny to me. You know, you're a funny looking guy. You know, you make me laugh. Ha ha ha. That's what you do. You make me laugh. I don't take you as an imposing individual or somebody that's willing to get out there and that's going to get out there and chuck them. No, that doesn't come across at all. Yeah, this is truly supposed to be for entertainment purposes only. You're right, Stan. So 6-7, 607 man, stay in your lane. Maybe all of y'all set it up. I don't know. The whole thing from Adam 22 to the guy the other guy that's sitting there that's doing the interviews, from the Poetic Flacos to I don't know. Maybe all you guys was involved in this creating a narrative or a skit or something, and everybody bid on it because all the people ran and did reactions to it. So now it's all over the YouTube, and now you're still riding away. It's almost, this Charleston White phenomenon where everybody does these reactions, or they do gimmicks, and they create these characters because you come out, man, I don't know who you are. You say you 607 man, but you act like, I don't know, man. That's strange to me. If that's your behavior, everything you say, gang, 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 gang. I don't even know what does that mean, guys? Can anybody tell me? I know what a game is. I know what game, like somebody gaming you, but when they use it in that word, like in terms of speaking or trying to get you to comprehend and understand, what does that really mean when they're saying that? Come on, gang, 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 gang. What does that mean? Can anybody tell me? I'm trying to understand because I see a lot of them use that word. It's just all over the place with that. It's like real clownish to me. But I tell you what, man, I got some more interviews coming up, and I'm gonna get back to the interview side of the game. 6-7 is a character, but I don't think Extra is accustomed with him. Yeah, he's definitely on the clown side of the game. That's for sure. He don't come across to me as somebody that's that's gonna be out there getting into it with somebody like and then testing people's gangsters. Gang. Maybe it's just cool to say when you talking to say gang. Is it from Chicago? Maybe that's where it's from. I think he's from actually. First, I'm talking in that statement you made and running with it. Can't lock the door in this one. St. Louis. Yeah, he's from St. Louis. Lock the door. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to understand, what it means when they say that word all the time like that. What does it really mean? I know what lock the door means. Lock the door on that nonsense. Don't mind me just watching church moving. So I can't wait for someone to talk crazy to me so I can say that. Right on, County Girl. Right on. I appreciate that. Lock the door. And that's all you need to say, too. Uh, the man, respect, homie. I appreciate that, man. I just be trying to understand. And I don't mean no harm about it. You know what I mean? I just want to understand exactly what is the interpretation when they saying gang all the time. And even dead homies, when they saying dead homies all the time, that don't even mean the same thing anymore. Originally, it really meant, on the dead homies. It don't mean that anymore. It doesn't mean that at all. They use the term a lot in Chicago. Dominic, what's happening, man? Well, maybe that's a Chicago word. Maybe that's something. Maybe somebody from Chicago should be able to tell me exactly what's the significance and the meaning when they say that 10 times in one conversation. Right? I agree. I was going to say that the same thing, bro. Let's see what he said. I was going to say the same thing, bro. Oh, God, I never use those terms. Nah, man, I don't. The English language, man, it has many different words, and I don't remember seeing those words used in the way that the guys on the street use them. The meaning that's fun, because if you look them up, you're not going to get the same meaning, that the interpretation that they use for them. You're just not. You're just not. But anyway, anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump up out of here. We got some more videos of Sparks to put up, man. Matter of fact, they didn't kill Bar, dog. Gang banging killed Bar. That's my boy Day Day, man. We're gonna put that up tomorrow on Sparks, talking about Bardolph, another infamous Raymond Avenue. Put that work in, did what he did out there. But Sparks is gonna explain it to you. And we'll throw that up tomorrow. Until then, man, don't mind me just watching church movement. Go ahead and lock that door. And I appreciate you guys being patient with the brother, the brother Haitian brother that because sometimes their English can get a little because he started talking Jamaican, he started talking Haitian, he started talking a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? But very entertaining, very influential individual, smart, intelligent, had his money, had a big stick in the money game, played it well, did what he had to do. Don Diva wrote about him. Fed Magazine wrote about him. So, guys, go look him up and support it. Once again, don't mind me, just watch it. Church moving. But go ahead and lock that door.
Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a pro bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. I leave bad man and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me, that's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted to this paper stacking, and I don't talk about it, I just make it happen. Word on the block is that my shit go. Bricks for the low.
Lock the door. We are gone.